Buddy, we are live. We're doing the weekly Q&A. So my hair is crazy this morning. Anyways, back for the weekly Q&A. Just get on here, answer everybody's questions, talk about online business, help you guys with whatever you're struggling with. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them and I will start answering them as questions come in through the TikTok and a couple other platforms that I'm live streaming on. I'll be sure to answer those as well. So let's see, had a busy week. Took like 5 or 6 day vacation. So I'm coming back and catching up with a lot of work and a bunch of different stuff. Working on launching a 5-day training right now, or 6-day training for all about organic Facebook and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I've been working on the last week or so. But other than that, things have been good. Lots of different things going on, especially with, if you're in the group or you're watching this, I'm going to assume you've heard about, the Brambila method and all of this other stuff on TikTok. A bunch of big things happening in the industry right now. So it's definitely a crazy time, great time to be in the affiliate marketing space. Let me fix my webcam real quick. I don't know what is going on. Oh, wow. Hey there. How's everything going? Hope your wife is well. I remember, last time we talked, I don't mean to bring your personal stuff out and put your personal business out there, but hope everything went well with what we were talking about before. Good morning. Just doing a weekly Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them. Ask any questions you guys might have about online business, affiliate marketing, and I'll be sure to get them answered. I do these every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you are looking for weekly calls or you're looking for weekly support, I do them. If you're watching this on TikTok, I do them inside my Facebook group every week. So if you want to be a part of that, you can join my Facebook group inside of the bio. But other than that, just getting on here to answer some questions, which I've said probably, I don't know, too many times. Minecraft or Roblox. I've actually never played either, to be honest. A random question, but that's probably because I have a trending video on TikTok that has to do with gaming. I actually don't play much of video games at all, to be honest. I used to, but just take up way too much time. And I don't necessarily want to pull focus from the other things that I'm doing. And in reality, if I start playing a lot of games, then that's probably what I want to do most of the time instead of work on my business or do other things. So let me check the guide section in my group, see if we have any questions that were asked this week. I did notice someone asked a question about their emails not converting, their email follow-up sequence. So let me just make sure I got that question right. So the question is, anyone struggling with building an email list and then taking those leads through an email sequence so they end up converting in the end? So a huge thing in the affiliate space is, everybody talks about, building out your email list, which is really important, obviously, because that's going to be your number one asset and things like that. So the biggest thing is when you're running email marketing campaigns, don't do all promotion. So a big misconception when you're running email marketing campaigns, especially if you're just starting, is a lot of people will just send email after email, which are just promoting products, pushing affiliate links. And you kind of have to look at it like a date, like you're going on dates, you're dating somebody. You actually need to build genuine connections. So it's just like other forms of content. So when it comes to like converting into different things, you need to actually provide value. So if you're sending them an email and you're following up with an email, I recommend doing 2 value emails before you send any type of promotion. So when I say a value email, it could be anything from, sending them an ebook, sending them, to a YouTube video, a training, sending them a, what's it called? Sorry, I'm totally drawing a blank. Access to your group, something that's going to actually give them help or personalized support based on, their journey with you. It could also be something as simple as telling them like, hey, you're awesome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I look forward to getting to know you. Actually establishing some type of relationship with them before pushing them to an affiliate link. And then testing. So big thing with email marketing is going to be testing. With everything in online business, you're always going to be testing and looking at your analytics, looking at data and seeing what's actually working and what isn't working. Because if you continue to pour energy and, effort into things that aren't working, very rarely will these strategies just start working out of nowhere. You usually need to make changes, change different headlines, different types of copy, and things like that. And then if you're promoting a product that's like really saturated and a lot of people are promoting the same thing, try to be different. So change up the emails. So you have to think about it like if you're promoting the same product as a lot of people and you're utilizing the same exact email templates, you're utilizing the same stuff as everybody else, it comes across really spammy because you're just the same as the 15 other people that are sending them the exact same emails. So that would be my recommendation for the question I got asked in my group about, converting your leads a little bit more. And then another thing that you can do is it has nothing to do with your emails. It'll actually be shifting and altering your marketing in the front end, your content that you're creating, establishing that there's going to be expenses involved, or tweaking your content to let people know that, they're building a business, or just being very clear before they even get into your email address or email list. So that would be a couple recommendations. So someone asked, are you promoting the brand Bila? I think it's about buying for less, selling it at high price. The story he shared about her grandma or his grandma. No, I'm actually not promoting the brand Bila method. I didn't apply. I did not apply. I didn't apply for it. I will say he does a great job at like encouraging FOMO, and, he does an absolutely awesome job at creating this buzz around his product. And now he has all these people promoting his other product. But I'm not actually promoting it because I did not apply for the beta. I didn't apply. And there's a couple reasons for that. I would rather not pull focus from the things that I'm doing. And just in general, I hear there is a lot of great strategies inside of it. I am pretty close with a lot of people in there. I've heard a lot of things. But I didn't actually apply for it because I'd rather not pull focus from the things I already have going on. And I didn't necessarily resonate with the marketing strategy. So I didn't apply for it. So I probably said that 10 times in the last 2 seconds. So sorry. Hey bro, it's me. Long time ago, I was interested and got into the 7-day challenge. I'm 16. I was interested and got into Jonathan Montoya's challenge. Hey, awesome. Congratulations on jumping in. And taking action. That's super inspiring, especially if you're jumping in and you're trying to build a business so young. I definitely am excited for you to see what you can do in the following years. If you're starting at 16, by the time you're 20, you could be making an absolute killing. You could be crushing it with online business. For me, I wasted 10 years probably doing dumb stuff when I was 16. So it's super inspiring that you're chasing that entrepreneurial journey so young. How much time / days of emails you spend on free subs? How many days of autoresponder emails do you think is good? So it depends. That's super generic, but it depends where they're coming from. So like I'm always a big advocate on, creating very targeted emails. So tagging your contacts and segmenting your emails depending on where they're coming from. So like I have an automation for my Facebook group that will send out a couple different emails, and then it will push them into a different automation. And then, creating on average, maybe around 10 emails for like, if you're promoting a product, you could do like 10 email follow-up sequence, sending, every 1 day, every 2 days, or alternating between the two, every 1 day and then 2 days wait time. So, but, usually around 10 emails. But in reality, if you're having, as I was talking about a little bit earlier, if you're having an email follow-up sequence and it's getting a ton of great feedback, you're getting a lot of people opting in, and they're entering in their email addresses, they're opening your emails, then obviously you could keep that automation or that sequence going for as long as possible. Because if you have people that are coming in and they're engaging really well with it, just continue to do more of what's working. I know that's very generic and might not make sense, especially if you're watching on TikTok and you're not even sure what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I would do maybe around 10 to 12. And then like, if you have a generic list, so like I have a generic automation for affiliate marketing, which would be like, everybody who's ever showed interest in what I'm doing, basically. That's basically like an endless list. So I'll usually send them an email every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that will just continue to send out automated emails. Hey, thanks for jumping on the live, just doing a Q&A. Jimmy said, I'm sick of hearing the Brambilla method. It's definitely everywhere, but he does a great job at creating buzz and getting a lot of people to get exposure to his brand and his product. And he's already a very successful affiliate marketer in general, but he does a great job at creating that buzz. So it's definitely probably going to be around to stay, I would imagine. I have no doubts about that, actually. So short text emails or emails with video links perform best. So I would do a mixture of the two. Usually I would do like I tend to do short form emails a lot more often, especially because people's attention spans all of our attention spans are like usually pretty low nowadays. So when you send somebody an email, a lot of people aren't necessarily looking to read, 4 or 5 paragraphs or even 2 or 3 paragraphs. So I'll send maybe, a paragraph and a half talking about a new YouTube video I put out. And then I'll link the YouTube video, or just being concise and to the point, telling them what they're going to be getting if they click the link, or talking about the actual situation, or just in general. From my experience, shorter form emails tend to perform better as far as like click-through rate, because people aren't having to read a ton of this stuff before they even get to the option. So that would be my recommendation when it comes to the length. And then emails, when it comes to like, I would avoid putting photos in there. It depends on who you're using, but I know if you put photos in your emails and stuff like that, they'll usually get sent to promotions tab. So you usually want to try your best to keep them in the primary inbox, because Google segments emails in different categories depending on what the email provider picks them up as. So yeah, that would be my recommendation as far as like email length. And then obviously I know this just is like so generic because I just said this a couple minutes ago, but just testing. So like if you have people that are responding well to long form emails and the people in your list are responding great to long form emails, then do more long form emails. Because my audience and people on my list are responsive to short form content doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the best way for you. But just try a couple different things out, see what starts working, see what works better. and then do more of what is actually working. And I know that's so like basic, but it's like in cliche, but it's actually like, a big thing, because do less of what isn't working and more of what is. So like getting actual feedback from the people that you're interacting with, and then changing what you're doing based on that. And that's how you're actually really going to start crushing it and having, high open rates and things like that. And then as another tip would be cleaning your list. So keeping your list as lean as possible. So like if you have a email list of 10,000 people, it doesn't do any good if 1,000 people are only opening your emails. So depending on which email marketing provider you're using, automating it so you can actually just remove people from your list if they don't open a portion of your emails. So that would be my biggest recommendation. And then you're also not paying for, all of these people on your email list that aren't actually even interacting or engaged in what you're doing. So I use ActiveCampaign. That's what I use. They are kind of strict when it comes to affiliate marketing, at least when you first start. So, but keeping your list as lean as possible has a bunch of different benefits. So for everybody who's jumping on the TikTok, we're just doing a weekly Q&A, talking about affiliate marketing, making money online. If you guys have any questions, no, it's all right. I appreciate all the questions. So how many emails in a week do you send? Sorry for asking so many questions, just trying to get the Q&A at the max. So it depends on the list. So I have a couple different automations depending on where they're coming from, what types of products or programs they're coming into my email list from. But usually what I will do is I will send an automated sequence, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Those are automated emails that I'll send out, but then it gives me gaps in the week where I can send out one-off campaigns or something like that. So say I'm sending out automated emails on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I drop a YouTube video on Thursday. I'll send out a campaign on Thursday, pushing them to that YouTube video. So I wouldn't necessarily do every single day, but maybe 4 or 5 times a week is fine, as long as you're not like just pushing promotions back to back to back. As I was talking about a little bit before, you want to mix in actual value and nurture those relationships and build actual rapport with the people in your email list, because it's all about establishing that know, like, and trust. And then if they know you, like you, and trust you, they'll end up buying the products from you. So that would be my recommendation, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. But it's going to vary depending on like the type of promotion you're doing or the specific product. I see a lot of Facebook doing long form Facebook posts, and I honestly don't like the long form posts. And yours, of course, who I read their entire posts. Yeah, so that's a big thing, especially if people are doing like organic Facebook. A big thing is mixing in long form posts. Which usually, so totally off topic, but long form posts on Facebook. So when it comes to Facebook and, organic Facebook marketing, your friends list is basically like your email list. That's a good way to look at it. So basically when you're writing out these long form posts, you're writing out your Facebook posts. They're, in a sense, those are basically your emails, because everybody on your friends list is, in a sense, on your email list. But the biggest mistake I see a lot of people making when they get into the organic Facebook space is they do way too many long form posts. Myself included, when I first started, I was doing long form educational posts and long form, I'd throw stones at other business models and other things like that. But the problem with that is if you get into the habit of making a ton of posts and a bunch of long form posts, they're horrible for engagement. So guys, don't actually engage with them. So what the biggest thing and the thing we're gonna play the most with Facebook is actually your short form 2-step posts, or like the posts that take you like 15 seconds to make, that are like Hey, I just made 1K in commissions utilizing my Facebook profile. I want to find out how. Those are the actual posts on Facebook that are actually going to make sales. When in reality, a lot of the long form posts are really about establishing and building more know, like, and trust with people. But yeah, I totally get that, especially, especially if you're friends with a lot of people who are doing organic Facebook. It's basically like a sea of long, really drawn out posts. But I mean, that's just the nature of it. That's how it goes, right? Sorry, totally drawn a blank. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Doing a live in my group and a couple of different places on a couple different TikToks. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We've been talking primarily about email marketing, and we were just talking a bit about organic Facebook. Organic Facebook's a little bit of a different approach when it comes to, email marketing and stuff like that. As I was mentioning, organic Facebook. When you're doing organic Facebook marketing, your friends list is basically like your email list. And the cool part is you can technically go out and you can add friends, you can build relationships. So that's kind of the cool part about organic Facebook. And then all the content that you're putting out, the posts that you're putting out are in a sense your emails. And then you can have call to actions at the end of them and stuff like that. How many Facebook posts a week are good for engagement? So the biggest thing when it comes to engagement with Facebook is actually going to be priming your feed, which is actually going out and going out and interacting with other people who are posting. So it's like a Facebook, so the way that the algorithm works is it's going to feed you more of what it thinks you want. So if you're going to go out and you're going to interact with other people's content. And when I say other people's content, I mean actual people who are posting content. So like my posts, someone else's posts, someone else who's posting actual content, go comment on their posts, engage with them, and preferably do this right before you post your own content. And what that's going to do is it's going to maximize the amount of reach that you're going to get on the types of posts you put out. Because in a sense, you're keeping if you're commenting and you're interacting with people on Facebook, in Facebook's eyes, you're keeping other people on their platform, and that's how they're making money, obviously. So it's kind of like a more you give, the more you'll get back. And then when it comes to how many posts a week I put out on Facebook, I do 11 posts a week. But I also post every day on my profile and inside my group. And then I also mix in other posts in other groups, which I don't do very often. I should actually do a lot more, but I don't. But if you were just starting, you could do like 5 posts a week, just purely on your profile. So that would be my number one recommendation. And even in the beginning, when you're not getting a ton of engagement, and sorry, I'm totally backtracking, but as I was mentioning, those long form posts and like these long drawn out posts that you're putting on Facebook, they're usually going to get less engagement. They're usually going to get very minimal engagement. But a lot of the people, so like, for example, a lot of the people that will end up buying from you have been looking at your content and watching what you're doing for a long time. So everyone in your friends list is usually at a different level. You have people that don't know who you are. You have people who've been watching you and following your content for a while. And then you have people who are like eager to buy from you and, work with you because of the stuff that you've been doing. So putting out about 5 posts a week on your profile, and then mixing in actually different styles of posts. That would just be my recommendation. So just for example, So on Mondays, I'll do an educational post, which is talking about, different strategies, how to have success with affiliate marketing, sales funnels, whatever your industry you're in. It doesn't necessarily have to be to make money online, but that would be like Monday's post. Tuesday, I'll do a short form call to action post, which will be like, hey, I just did a lead magnet. And then, if you want access, comment below, and then I'll follow up with them in Messenger. Wednesday will be like a story post, which is like talking about my backstory, why I started online marketing, why I started my own online business, things like that, things to make people feel connected to you by telling your story. Thursday will be like a short form attraction post, which is purely for engagement. So it's just like, hey, happy Thursday. I'm reading this book today. What's everyone doing with their weekend? So that's like what I would do on Thursday would be like an engagement post. It's literally just to get engagement. And then Friday will be another 2-step post. So a short form call to action post, like who wants a 4-step guide to making your first $1,000 commission with affiliate marketing? Then the people will comment below, then you follow up with them. So that's a bit of my content rotation and exact process when it comes to actual posts on Facebook. So we got a couple questions on what method are you selling? So I'm basically just talking about affiliate marketing. I'm not selling Brambila or Legendary. I'm actually I do a weekly Q&A inside of my Facebook group. So I do a weekly Q&A for everybody who's in my group, answer any questions people might have about affiliate marketing. I do promote Legendary. I did not sign up for the Brambila method. I didn't actually apply for the Brambila method. And then I also promote other high ticket products. That's my main promotion. What method do you use? So when you're talking about like actual promotions or like what I'm promoting, I promote Legendary on, inside of my free course and things like that. I promote Legendary. But I also promote a program called SAA, which is a high ticket product on the front end. Teaches organic marketing, one-to-one sales, things like that, strategies that can be applied with every affiliate program or in any industry. So that's usually my number one promotion. But a lot of people can't or aren't looking to get into that because it is a high ticket product on the front end. I feel like all I'm doing is taking notes, having a hard time starting. That's definitely a big one. It can be hard, especially with, information overload. You have all these different strategies. You have everybody talking about, this is the new hottest strategy. This is the best thing. It can be difficult to actually get going and figuring out what actually works. So it's definitely hard. Is affiliate marketing just remarketing the course? So no, affiliate marketing is promoting other people's products and getting commissions. It doesn't have to be a course. It doesn't the beauty of affiliate marketing is you can literally promote anything you want. Amazon has an affiliate program, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, literally like 90% of all businesses have affiliate programs. Nike, Adidas, the list goes on. So that's a big misconception, especially when people are just starting, is thinking that you have to promote a course. The caveat to not promoting courses or digital products in general is, the commission rates are usually a lot lower. So if you're promoting physical products, you're promoting things from Amazon, you need to make significant amounts of sales to make a lot of money, which means you need a bigger audience. Through the courses, do you ever learn how to be successful in promoting actual products? Yeah. So the thing that I promote, the course that I promote is, it teaches organic marketing. So you can literally use it to promote anything you want, any affiliate program. You can even use the skills outside of affiliate marketing. But it just depends which route you want to go. There's no right or wrong answer. I personally promote courses and online digital educational space because that's the industry I'm in. I'm in entrepreneurial space. I'm in make money online industry. And if I'm trying to genuinely help people, make 5K a month, and I'm trying to help people like leave their full-time jobs, telling them that they need to sell 3,000 products a month from Amazon, that's crazy. Very few people are actually going to be able to achieve that, because that's a big struggle. That you need a huge audience to make that amount of money, versus promoting digital products that are going to pay you $1,000 commissions. You need to make 5 sales a month to make 5K, not 1,000 sales. So you need you need a tiny audience. You can make significant amounts of money with a very small audience if you go with the high ticket business model. Someone keeps asking something in the chat. I don't know what you're saying, to be honest. I don't know what, I'm not sure what you're saying, to be honest. So, I did the Legendary Marketer 15-day challenge, and I never learned how to actually promote products. So digital products are actual products. They are products. Just because it's not physical or tangible, you can't feel it in your hand, it is a product. And they're big on the high ticket model, promoting high ticket products, coaching, consulting, digital marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing, promoting digital products, because the commissions you make as an affiliate are significantly higher. And as I mentioned, it makes it a lot easier for beginners to actually make full-time incomes. If you're promoting a physical product from Amazon, or any physical product in general, you're talking maybe $10, $15 in commissions per sale. So you need to have massive amounts of volume, which it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just harder. It's just harder to achieve those income goals because you need a bigger audience. So I usually recommend starting with, digital products and things like that, because it just makes, once you learn those skills, you learn how to create content that builds an audience and things like that. You can obviously translate those into anything that you want. What is your opinion on multiple funnel course by Mark? I've never taken it. I've heard a little bit about it, but to be honest, I don't really get involved in anything that talks about like done for you systems, or like portrays that it's going to be easy. I'm a big advocate on telling people that it's going to take work. You're building a business. This is a real business. You're actually building a business, and in a sense, a personal brand. So I kind of avoid anything that has to do with done for you systems, or, the promise of making money, plugging into something that's going to just start making money for you. Because it doesn't really necessarily, in my experience, they've never actually worked for me. I did that. I chased those a lot when I first started. Does affiliate marketing, is it important to build a personal brand? 100%. So my biggest recommendation when it comes to having success with affiliate marketing is going to be building a brand that revolves around yourself. And the reason for that is because if you build a brand that revolves around you, the content that you put out, the stories that you're telling, and you're building genuine connections with people, you're building genuine connections with people, they'll buy products from you. And this will also allow you to move freely throughout your industry. So if you're building a brand that revolves around you, you're not necessarily getting married to a specific product. You're not like creating this entire business that revolves around one product. And then if that product ever goes out of, if that company ever goes out of business, you would lose your entire business because you built this brand that revolves around a singular product. So if you build a brand that revolves around you, you can move freely throughout your industry. You can promote anything that's relevant to the audience that you're building, or the connections that you've established with people. So I definitely would recommend building a personal brand. I know that's a big one for a lot of people. Maybe they don't want to be on camera, stuff like that. You can do it without being on camera, but building a brand for yourself would be my number one recommendation. So a couple people asked, I wouldn't know where to start. There is actually a free course inside of my bio. If you're watching I'm live on 2 different TikToks right now, but if you're watching on one, the free course is linked inside of my bio. I think there's like 36 different videos in there. It's going to take you step by step through the process of what I'm actually doing, and how you can actually start implementing these strategies in your own business. So that would be my number one recommendation for getting started. I've really geared it towards people who are just beginning, and it's completely free. The course is free. There's no upsell inside of the course. There is obviously additional things that, soft or things that are going to be needed to build your business, but the actual course is free. I don't charge for it, and I won't ever charge for it. So you seem, I appreciate, if you could suggest one course to take for a beginner, what would it be? So yeah, my course, I would recommend jumping into my free course. I will actually put it in the comments because I don't have it linked in this bio on this TikTok. So yeah, I would recommend starting there if you're watching on that TikTok. Sorry. Hey, good morning. Thanks for jumping on. Just doing a Q&A, talking about online business. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. We got pretty good feedback on here. We got like 10 people on TikTok right now. What do I do? I have a so what do you do? I have an affiliate marketing business. I basically help other people start their own online business and things like that. Affiliate marketing is basically promoting other people's products and getting commissions. So that's basically what I do. It says pre-register $97 for free access. Yes, it says pre-register for my $97 course and get free access. It's just a marketing tactic to add perceived value. Me putting a price tag on it and saying it's $97 entices and encourages people to jump in and sign up. But it's free, so you can jump in and actually sign up for free. The $97 price tag is to encourage people to sign up before it becomes $97. That's the point of the. No, it is free, 100%. It is free, 100% free. The $97 price tag is to encourage people to sign up before I charge $97 for it. That's the point of the $97 price tag. It's not actually that I'm charging anybody money for it. It's to add perceived value, make people feel like they're getting a $100 product for free. Basically, full transparency. Probably shouldn't be telling you guys that, but whatever. So let's see if we got any questions on the Facebook group. Tell us about your experience. Yeah, so Daniel, I dropped the link in the comments. If you're watching on that TikTok, that TikTok doesn't have the link in my bio. It should be linked. If you go to the link in my bio on this TikTok, you can jump into there's a link to my YouTube channel, and there will be a link to the course inside of the descriptions of the videos. Otherwise, I dropped it in the comment section. So hold on, I will answer your question in one sec. What types of emails do you write for your email list? So I just mix in different variations of long form posts, educational posts, and building genuine rapport and building genuine rapport. And sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. So that's the biggest thing is, focusing on providing value with people and then mixing it in. So a good recommendation would be, you can also utilize, like if you're putting out organic Facebook marketing posts, and you can utilize those same types of posts in your emails. So it's kind of the same process. So tell us about your experience. How did you start? So I started a couple years ago. I was working in a construction job I hated. I know I look like I'm like 15, but I actually worked in construction for like 8 years. And I was absolutely miserable. So it was shortly after my daughter was born. I hated my job, but I was continuing to ask for overtime. I was prioritizing working longer hours, working even more time in my construction job. even though it made me miserable. So I started to look for online opportunities. So I ended up jumping into Amazon FBA, which is where you sell products on. You basically get products and you ship them to Amazon warehouse, and they fulfill all the orders for you. But I realized some flaws in the business model, and I didn't necessarily like the way that it worked. If you get a product that performs too well, you're going to end up competing with huge companies that are going to be able to, beat your prices and things like that. And then if you have a product that performs extremely well, Amazon will obviously kick you off and release their own version of that product. So I actually didn't end up purchasing products and sending them to Amazon warehouse. I got something they refer to as shiny object syndrome. I found another business model that looked easier. So I jumped into social media marketing, and I was running paid ads for local chiropractic clinics at the time. I was running Facebook ads for chiropractors in my area. And I was doing that full time for probably about 6 months. Had, basically charged them a retainer where I would run paid ads for them, and they'd pay me a monthly retainer to maintain all of their ads and stuff like that. But I made a couple mistakes, big mistakes. And after I acquired quite a few clients, I stopped putting in any client acquisition. So I stopped cold calling and trying to achieve new business. So then I ended up losing a couple clients, and then I was kind of back at square one. And I was basically burnt out on doing all the customer service and dealing with all of the business owners. It didn't really matter how many leads I sent them or like what was going on. The experience usually ended up being, it somehow ended up being my fault, like the quality of leads or things like that. So I kind of just evolved into affiliate marketing. And at the time I was running Facebook ads to affiliate products. I was running ads to ClickFunnels at the time, which is a software company. I was chasing, those monthly recurring commissions, the promise of passive income. Little did I know it was going to be extremely hard. And I was pouring a bunch of money into strategies and things I didn't even understand. And I basically burnt through my entire savings account, thinking the more money I put into Facebook ads, the more money I was going to make. But I was basically just pouring money into broken systems. And then I stumbled across, blogging, and I ended up spending a ton of, probably the next 6 months, blogging and writing blog posts all about affiliate marketing. Even to this day, I have an absolutely massive blog. I think my blog has 250,000 words on it, which is, a couple actually full books worth of content. But I got, over time, it was basically just like a waiting game. I would put out a blog post. I would write a blog post. And then I'd wait. I would really just kind of sit there and wait for Google to rank my articles and things like that. So it was extremely slow. And then I kind of went I went all in with organic Facebook marketing and really transitioned into the high ticket model, which before I was promoting a lot of, monthly recurring low ticket software companies. But then I transitioned into the actual high ticket model, which was promoting expensive digital products on the front end, selling $2,500 programs, $1,000 courses that were going to pay me, $500 to $1,500 in commissions per sale. And that's where my brand and everything really started to change. That's when I really started to have success, because I was able to, generate significant amounts of revenue right on the front end, because before I was getting people to sign up for software companies, and I would have to wait, 2 years before I made $1,000 per person. But then when I switched over to a high ticket model, I was making $1,000 per sale right then and there. As soon as I made a sale, I was making $1,000. And that's kind of where I've been at for about the last year. I did most of that while working. So I built most of my business while I was working full time. I was working a full-time job. I have a daughter, a 4-year-old daughter. So I was working most of the time while I was building my business. But I've been full-time for about a year now, full-time affiliate marketer for about a year now. Hello, do you like Germany? Yeah, I've never been, but I've heard some cool things. I've never been to Germany. I haven't done actually much traveling. That's definitely on the list of to do. Haven't had the chance to do it too much yet. My daughter was born and things like that. What is your current income? I make around $5K a month. I have for about the last year. That's when I decided to go full time. Working on scaling right now, and in the process of launching out my own program, things like that. That's long-term goals. So not to get distracted from what I have going on and everything like that. But that is my end goal, would be having my own program, my own thing that revolves around my personal brand. Nice. Hey, thanks for jumping on. What high ticket products do you promote? What was that a year? So I do like 60 a year. So on average, around 5K a month. What high ticket products do you promote? So I promote a couple different things. Really, I promote one product. I promote SAA on the front end, which is a high ticket product that teaches organic marketing, personal branding, sales, and things like that. That's usually my number one promotion, because it's really applicable with any industry you're in. It can be applied with, any affiliate program, and even outside of affiliate marketing. So for me, it's where I had a lot of breakthroughs with my business, and it allows me to promote it to a wide range of people. So I'm not necessarily pigeonholed into promoting it to people who are affiliate marketers. I can promote it to business owners. I can promote it to people who are looking to learn how to, build a personal brand, all different types of industries. So that's usually my number one promotion. You've been doing affiliate marketing for just a year? No, I've been full-time for about a year. I've been in the affiliate marketing space for probably about 3.5 years now. So it took me a long time to have success. I made a ton of mistakes. I was doing I ran paid ads a lot in the beginning, didn't work out. Secondly, then I did blogging, which blogging is extremely slow by nature. On average, it takes about 35 weeks for your blog post to rank, especially if you're in the make money online space. So that's about 8 months in 8-month window before you even know if something's going to work. So I've been doing it for quite a while now. How do you choose products to promote? My number one recommendation when it comes to picking a product is one making sure it's something you believe in. So wholeheartedly, you need to be able to stand behind this product. You need to believe in the product. You obviously need to know what's inside of the product or what the product is. And then that a big part of that is also going to be because that's going to come across in your messaging, the type of content you're putting out, the relationships you're building with people. A lot of people's BS raters are 10 feet high. So if they feel that you have any doubt about the product that you're promoting, they're going to pick up on that. So it needs to be something that you genuinely believe in, something that you can stand behind, that you actually feel like solves a problem, or it actually solved a problem for you, because it's going to be easy to convey that message to people. And then secondly would be just a rule of thumb would be it's a high ticket product. Not that there's anything wrong with physical or lower ticket products, but when you promote high ticket, usually digital products, it makes reaching your income goals a lot easier. So that's usually a great place to start, because, if you're selling a product that pays you $500 to $1,000 in commissions, you can, replace your full-time job with a few sales, with a smaller audience, and less people. So if you're promoting a lower ticket physical product as an affiliate and you're just starting, you need massive amounts of volume. You need a big audience, which is very intimidating, especially as you're learning all of these new skills and different strategies. It's actually not any harder to sell expensive digital products as it is to sell small or low ticket products. It's just a different audience. It's a different type of people. a different customer base, basically. Do you get products because you promote them? So usually, so it depends. You can find products on, dedicated networks and things like that. But I personally only promote private products. So I usually only promote products that are layered behind purchasing. So I promote products that you have to buy. A couple reasons for that, because firstly, you're not going to be competing with people that are promoting products unethically. If you're promoting a product on a dedicated network that's unregulated, you're going to be competing with people who are promoting it in spammy tactics. They don't really know what they're doing. So you're going to get pulled into, with people that aren't necessarily, actually promoting products the correct way. And then secondly, have purchasing a product because you need to actually know what's inside of the program. If someone asks you, that's going to be a huge killer to your sales. If someone asks you what type of program or product you're promoting and you don't know what's inside, that's going to kill your sales. If someone's like, hey, what's inside this program? How is this going to help me? And you're like, I don't know. The chances of you making that sale are usually pretty slim to none, especially if you're promoting a product that's, going to require a significant investment from somebody. You have to know what's inside of that product, and you need to know what problem that product's actually going to solve. Because that's why people are going to buy products in general, is usually they want to solve a problem that they're having. They want to get to a specific place. So your product is going to be the vehicle that's going to take them to where they want to go. So hopefully that answers your question. Do you have more success with physical products or informational products? So I personally promote informational products. I promote digital programs and courses. That's just the education. I'm in the educational space. I'm in the entrepreneurial space. That's the audience of people I have, people who are looking to build their own businesses and learn affiliate marketing. You could do either or, but I would recommend going with a high ticket digital product model if you're just starting. Where does one start this? How do you actually get started? So if you want to check out, there is a free course inside of my bio. You can check out. It takes you step by step through the process of getting everything set up and starting. And then it talks about the types of products that I'm promoting and what I'm actually doing in my business to make the income that I am. You can register for the course in my bio. What was the first product that you promoted, and was it actually profitable? I think the first thing that I was promoting was ClickFunnels, so software company, and it definitely wasn't profitable. But that's because I was running Facebook ads at the time. There was a business in the box model, and it's really popular to run, have a done for you system or product, something like that. And then I was running Facebook ads to it. So I was paying around $108 per conversion to get someone to sign up for, a free program. So I was definitely not profitable, but that was one of the first things that I promoted was ClickFunnels. I was chasing those monthly recurring commissions. How much do you end up having to sell to recoup your purchases plus make money? That depends on the product that you're promoting. If you purchased say for example, you purchased $100 product and then that product paid you $100 in commissions, you'd only have to make one sale to recoup your cost. It depends on the product that you picked or the whatever investment you made. But it just depends. So usually, with digital products or things like that, usually you can expect around 50% commissions. So if you paid, $1,000 for a course or something like that, and they pay you 50% commissions, you would need to make 2 sales to recoup your investment. And then anything after that would be profit. So yeah, I will drop what I'm talking about right in the comments. So what tips do you have for someone who wants to start building their own Facebook group? So building and having your own Facebook group is definitely a very powerful strategy, especially it's as you end up building an audience or having an engaged your own Facebook group is, Facebook's a search engine. So over time, Facebook will end up sending you organic leads. So if you're just starting your Facebook group, one, ask people. A lot of people are going to be more than willing to jump into your Facebook group, especially if you're like interacting with people on your Facebook profile. Ask people to join your group. And then another recommendation would be if you're posting content on Facebook, you're putting out lead magnets, you're talking about different strategies and things like that, layering all of those lead magnets behind your Facebook group. So what I mean by that would be, say you put out a post that says, hey, I have an ebook that teaches you how to start affiliate marketing. And then you're going to get people who are going to comment on this post. They're going to say, yeah, I want access. I want this ebook. What you're going to then do is you're going to reach out to them and you're going to tell them, hey, if you want access to this ebook, I just put it in my Facebook group. You can get access as soon as you join. So that's going to be a really powerful strategy to get that initial growth for your Facebook group, is going to be layering all of the stuff that you're putting out, or like your lead generation or any types of value that you're providing, such as training videos, ebooks, resources, things like that, putting them inside of your Facebook group, and then, pushing people to that. And then if you're promoting things on TikTok, you're promoting, any type of product or program, is adding a Facebook group as a layer of support. So telling people, mixing it into your email marketing campaigns, telling people, hey, do you need help? You need support? Jump into my Facebook group and I can answer any questions you might have. Just asking and actually getting exposure to your Facebook group, recommending them. You can even have a direct link to your Facebook group inside of your TikTok bio. I think I grew like 600 members in my group fairly quickly when I did that. Can be a great way to build that group fairly quickly. What have you found to be the most effective way to promote social media, emails, or blogging? So my number one recommendation for people when they're just starting, if you're looking to actually move the needle in your business as fast as possible, it's going to be what is called organic Facebook marketing, which is going to be leveraging your Facebook profile to make high ticket commissions or leverage affiliate marketing in general. And the reason for that is it's going to do a couple things. It's going to allow you to really focus on learning organic marketing and sales. And then next, it's going to actually allow you to be very proactive in your business. So the difference when it comes to utilizing Facebook is you can go out and you can build relationships, you can build connections, you can add people, you can network. But if you're doing promotion on other platforms, usually you're at the mercy of their algorithms. If you're writing a blog post, you're going to be waiting. If you're putting out a TikTok video, you're usually going to be waiting, or, you can see results fairly quickly if you're good at creating content. But it can usually be pretty inconsistent. But with Facebook, you can be very proactive. You can go out, you can engage in other groups, you can build connections, and you can actually close sales on your own time. So that's usually my number one recommendation for getting started, because it allows you to be proactive and learn skills that can later on be translated into any platform that you want to be on. How can I promote in TikTok? So on TikTok, it's all about, after 1,000 followers on TikTok, they allow a link in your bio. You can put a link to like your sales funnel, your affiliate link, whatever you wanted to put in your TikTok bio. But the biggest thing is going to be content creation. You're going to have to create content. You're going to have to end up building relationships and rapport with people. Be personable, tell your stories, jump on trends, obviously relate them to the industry that you're in, and then promote the products. Have a call to action in your videos. Hey, do you want to learn more? Go check out the link in my bio. Kind of things like that. What I would recommend doing is going out and searching people in your industry and seeing what they're doing, seeing what type of content that they're doing, what's working well for them, and then reverse engineering that process in your own business, applying those same strategies into your business, because you don't necessarily need to reinvent the wheel. You can model what's already working and re-implement those strategies into your own business. So yeah, we have been live for about an hour now. So I am going to start wrapping this up. If you guys do have any other questions, feel free to drop them and I'll answer them fairly quickly. But if you guys don't, I am going to be wrapping this up pretty soon here. For anybody who's watching on the TikTok, check out the free course in my bio. You can register for my free step-by-step training. So how would I do it for Logitech? So in a sense, you would need to build an audience. You would need to end up doing a, you're going to have to start doing things that's going to end up building an audience. If you're in the gaming industry and you're doing things like that, you might already have one. But if you have people who are interested in gaming, you're doing live streams and things like that, the process is going to work like, talking about, if you're creating content and you're putting out videos talking about you, or you're showcasing what types of games you're playing, you can then start talking about what tools you're using, what type of stuff that you're using in your business or in your content creation. And then, recommending it to the people who are following you. Hey, if you guys want access to this exact mouse that I'm using, check out the link in the description. So that's kind of a brief rundown of how it's going to work. I'm not necessarily in the gaming space, so I tried to translate it. So hopefully it made sense. But yeah, I am going to wrap up this live. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to DM me, ask me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys might have. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.